What's going on, everybody? Spunky 1991 coming you guys with another video. Coming at you with my Week 6 NFL weekly picks. You guys know how I do this. I go over the entire schedule for the week. I tell you who I think is going to win those games, and I save, of course, the Eagles matchup for last. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with the Thursday night football game, which is going to be played on October the 10th. You got the New York Giants traveling to Foxborough, Massachusetts to take on the New England Patriots. The New York Giants lost last week against the Minnesota Vikings. The New England Patriots, they were victorious over the Washington Redskins last week. Games being played in Foxborough, and you know that's a very difficult place to go win that. And I got the Patriots beating the Giants at home. Moving on to the Sunday game, starting off with this early game here. I'm assuming this is a London game, 8:30 a.m. on Sunday, October the 10th. This is probably one of those London games. You got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. NFC South rivalry game here. Panthers were victorious in their game last week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost their game against the New Orleans Saints last week. This game's being played in London. It's being played in London. Yeah, it's definitely a London game here. I think this is going to be a pretty good game here. Could potentially be game of the week. Kind of a tough game for me to choose here, but I'm going to go with the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Panthers to win in London against the Buccaneers. Kind of a tough game right there because I think that that could obviously go either way, but I think the Panthers will be victorious in that game. Now, moving down to the 1 o'clock. To the 1 o'clock games. Moving down to the 1 o'clock games here. You got the Washington Redskins traveling to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. Two winless teams here. The Washington Redskins lost their game to the Patriots last week. They fired their coach, Jay Gruden. The Miami Dolphins had a bye week last week. If I'm not mistaken, they had a bye week. Two terrible teams, like two really, really bad teams. It's kind of hard to choose who's going to win this one. I'm going to go with the Redskins. I'm going to go with the Redskins to win this game because the Miami Dolphins are, even though the Redskins are bad, nobody's as bad as the Miami Dolphins. So I got the Redskins getting their first win this season against the Miami Dolphins. It's going to be an ugly, probably low-scoring game between two bad football teams. But I think the Redskins are a little bit better than the Miami Dolphins. So, yes, I got the Redskins beating the Dolphins. Next game here, you got the New Orleans Saints traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. October 13th, 1 o'clock game here. The New Orleans Saints won their game against the Buccaneers last week. The Jacksonville Jaguars lost to the Carolina Panthers last week. This game's being played in Jacksonville. But I think the Saints are going to get the job done. I think the Saints are going to go to Jacksonville and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Moving down to the next game here, you got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Arizona Cardinals last week. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. This game's being played in Baltimore, and I got the Baltimore Ravens beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Moving down to the next game here, you got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns. The Seattle Seahawks won a crazy Thursday night football game against the Rams last week. The Browns lost yesterday on Monday Night Football. Games being played at Cleveland, but I got the Seahawks going to Cleveland and beating the Browns. Skipping past the Eagles-Vikings game, I come back to that one. Moving down to the next 1 o'clock game, you got the Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Houston Texans won their game against the Atlanta Falcons. The Kansas City Chiefs lost in a stunner, absolute stunner. They lost to the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday Night Football. Did not see that coming. Games being played at Arrowhead Stadium. This should be a pretty good football game here. Deshaun Watson versus Patrick Mahomes. Games being played at Kansas City, and I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I don't see the Chiefs losing 2 straight, so I got the Chiefs winning at home. Next game, the Atlanta Falcons traveling to traveling to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals. This is the first 4 o'clock game of the day. The Falcons lost to the Houston Texans last week. The Arizona Cardinals got their first win against the Cincinnati Bengals last week. This game's being played in Arizona. I'm gonna give it to the Falcons. I got the Falcons going to Arizona beating the Cardinals, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went the other way. But I'm gonna give it to the Falcons from now. Next game here, the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Los Angeles to take on Los Angeles Rams. This right here should be a pretty good football game here. The 49ers are still unbeaten. The Rams, of course, lost to the Seattle Seahawks last week. I picked the 49ers to win the division, and I had a lot of Rams fans coming to my comment section saying I was stupid for predicting the 49ers to win that division. And you know what? I got the 49ers stand. I have the 49ers stand undefeated. I got them beating the Rams in Los Angeles. And I think the 49ers are going to win that division too. So yeah, I got the 49ers beating the Rams, stand undefeated. Next game, the Tennessee Titans traveling to Denver. Yeah, traveling to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos. 4:25 p.m. Eastern time. The Titans lost to the Buffalo Bills last week. The Denver Broncos got their first win of the season. Their first win of the season against the Los Angeles Chargers. This game's being played at Denver, and I got the Denver Broncos winning at home, so getting their second straight win. Moving on to the next game, you got the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys traveling to New Jersey to take on New York to take on the New York Jets. The Jets, of course, lost to my Philadelphia Eagles last week. The Dallas Cowboys lost to the Green Bay Packers last week. As much as I want to pick the Jets to win this game, even though Sam Darnold's coming back, I have the Cowboys win that game. I'm hoping that the Jets go out there and stun everybody. A third straight loss for the Cowboys, but realistically, you know, my Eagles beat up on the Jets pretty easily last Sunday. And I think the Cowboys are going to get an easy win here. Now, moving down to the Sunday night game here. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to... Let me go back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Going down to the Sunday night football game here. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Los Angeles to take on Los Angeles Chargers. Pittsburgh Steelers lost a heartbreaker to the Baltimore Ravens last week. The Los Angeles Chargers lost to the Denver Broncos last week. This game's being played in Los Angeles, and I got the Los Angeles Chargers beating the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. Now, moving down to the Monday night football game here. You got the Detroit Lions traveling to Green Bay to take on the Green Bay Packers. NFC North rivalry game here. Games being played in Green Bay, and I got the Green Bay Packers beating the Detroit Lions. So back up to the last but not least, the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings. My Philadelphia Eagles, of course, beat the New York Jets last week. Minnesota Vikings beat the New York Giants last week. This is a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. Going in Minnesota, I got my Philadelphia Eagles beating the Minnesota Vikings, especially if we show up defensively like we did against the Jets. I got my Philadelphia Eagles beating the Minnesota Vikings. So, to go back over the schedule, my picks real quick. Giants and Patriots, I got the Patriots. Panthers, Buccaneers, I'm taking the Panthers. Redskins, Dolphins, I'm picking the Redskins. Texans, Chiefs, I'm picking the Chiefs. Saints, Jaguars, I'm picking the Saints. Seahawks, Browns, I'm picking the Seahawks. Bengals and Ravens, I'm picking the Ravens. 49ers and Rams, I'm picking the 49ers. Falcons and Cardinals, I'm picking the Falcons. Cowboys, Jets, I'm picking the Cowboys. Titans and Broncos, I'm picking the Broncos. Steelers and Chargers, I'm picking the Chargers. Lions, Packers, I'm picking the Packers. And like I said, Eagles and Vikings, I'm picking my Eagles to beat the Minnesota Vikings. So there you have it right there. That's my week 6 picks. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I have my Eagles Vikings preview video out. I have that out either tomorrow or I have it out Thursday. Get out a little bit earlier than Friday. So I'll probably have it out either today or Thursday. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds, fly eagle fly, peace.